There it is. Proof.
Not more than 40 proof if it's like the rest of the bar whiskey around here.
I'm not joking. One of my men found this just outside the Mescalero reservation. Oh, I know somebody's selling these savages whiskey. This sort of thing could inflame the whole frontier. I want it stopped.
Lieutenant, I wouldn't worry about the frontier. The Indian wars are a thing of the past. But let's get one thing straight. I was the one who told you last week those mescaleros were getting whiskey. You were the one who said it was absolutely impossible to smuggle it past your men.
It's against federal law to sell contraband to these savages. I want the man that's doing it arrested.
Fine. Fine. What's his name?
It's your responsibility to find that out, Sheriff.
Lieutenant, what do you think I've been trying to do for the past week?
I won't comment on your capabilities. I've only been stationed here for a month. But in the East, we know how to bring criminals to justice. I'll hold this as evidence.
Yeah, you do that. And if you lose that one, you'll find plenty more in any saloon in town.
Drop that rifle.
And drop it or I'll fire. You're drunk.
Me get blue coat.
You're lucky if that's what you were trying. You missed. Where did you get that whiskey?
McBean, good friend of Apache.
Even your own office isn't safe, Sheriff. I'll certainly put that in my report.
Lieutenant, you can take your report to wherever it goes. Meanwhile, give me a hand with Sam here. We'll put him in a cell. I'll question him when he sobers up.
Stay right here. I'll take care of the buying. And stay away from him. I got a hard enough time keeping you two out of trouble. You hear me?
Yes, Pa.
Yes, Pa. Yes, Pa.
We shouldn't have brought it into town like this, May. What if Pa'd catch on? Don't worry. When we get to Split Fork, you keep Pa busy. I'll get the box off the wagon, and they can pick it up later. Yeah, but what about the money? Oh, those Indians are honest. They'll pay.
How you doing, Patrick?
Billy, I'm sorry. I've got business right now.
Afternoon, Sheriff.
Afternoon, girls. Your Pa inside? You been treating you girls all right lately?
Oh, Pa's a changed man since you had that talk with him, Sheriff. Yeah, he fixed up our house and even bought us some dresses.
Girls, I want an honest answer. Has he been acting like he might be up to something?
Oh, no, Sheriff. Not Pa. You, sure use up plenty of supplies on Mr. Tundle's ranch.
Yeah, we got a pretty fair load here.
Why don't you ever come on by our place and see my sister and me? It's not far from Mr. Tundle's.
Maybe it's because you ain't never asked me. But then you gals cause enough trouble without me hanging around you.
May, we better get the wagon and get on home. Oh, yeah, well, come on by sometime, Billy. We run now, he's gonna know it's us. Yeah, but if we stay around here, he'll find the box. Billy, Pa's getting so many supplies today, we're not gonna have much room. Could you take something for us?
Like what?
Oh, just a box with, some bottles of vinegar.
Yeah, I can take it. Make it late getting there. I gotta unload this stuff at Tundle's first, and I'll drive on out.
Well, we wouldn't mind that. Oh, no, we can fix you supper.
All right. What you want? Boy, I'm gonna need supper after lugging this thing around.
Ain't many men that are gentlemen like you. Yeah, we sure is grateful. Them Indians will just have to wait till tomorrow. Yeah, but what if he opens the box?
Why, Sheriff, you fix it so I can't even buy a drink for myself in this county. Now, how would I get whiskey to sell to a pack of Indians?
McBean, you tell me how that Apache knew your name.
Could be an Apache name.
McBean, when that Indian sobers up, he's gonna talk. That could be bad for you.
Every time anything happens in this county, you think me and my gals did it. Just 'cause they're high-spirited and well, done a few little pranks one time.
You call horse stealing a prank?
Almost forgot it was your horse he stole. Borrowed. You gals been up to any shenanigans?
Oh, no, Pa, not us.
You see, Sheriff, I'm just a poor old widower trying to be both ma and pa to them gals. You're gonna get the whole family a bad name accusing me of things like this. Why, you could ruin them gals' lives.
I'll try not to do that, Mr. McBean. And since you've got nothing to hide, you won't mind if I ride out to your place, have a look around?
Wait a minute, Sheriff. I know a man's right. You can't...
I could get a warrant.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it.
I'll get my horse, meet up with you on the road.
Well, get in. That satisfied? You see, you've been all through the house and the barn, and you ain't found nothing incriminating. But you don't have to worry, Sheriff. I ain't gonna hold this again. You see, some folks they get themselves a lawyer and sue, but Sheriff, I just ain't that kind, Sheriff.
That's a nice-looking still you've got there.
Still?
Still.
Oh, that's still. I reckon you want me to confess, huh? Yeah, I've been making some for myself since you wouldn't let me buy any in the county, but I ain't been selling to them Indians. You believe that now, don't you, Sheriff? I better get me one of them lawyers.
You get around, don't you, Patrick?
What brings you out here, Billy?
Oh, he came to see me.
Yeah, that's right. Got that box for you.
Box?
Yeah, hold some vinegar out here for him. What's the matter? What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Vinegar.
Sure smells better than vinegar, don't it?
Good stuff.
All right, let's have it.
Have what?
I want a full admission from both of you.
You mean both of us?
Billy, it won't work. He's been making the stuff. You've been delivering it
Oh, come
for him.
on now. Don't drag me into this thing. I was doing a favor. All this box out here.
Billy, you'd be better off to admit it. You might get off easier.
What do you mean get off easier?
Selling whiskey to Indians carries a stiff term in a federal prison.
Prison?
Yeah.
Well, the way you've been carrying on, I just figured I needed a drink.
McBean, I've been trying to go easy on you, but evidence is evidence. I still was here on your property. You admit to using. I just caught Billy with a case of illegal whiskey, again on your property.
Oh, come on now. Let
I'll
me...
deal with you later. How do you explain it?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, Sheriff.
Oh, come on now. Let me tell you what happened here, Patrick. Them girls in town, they asked me to bring this box out here. I brought it out here, and that's all I know about this whole mess.
May and June.
That's right.
Sheriff, them gals. They was the ones that was brewing it. They've been acting mighty peculiar the last month or two.
Get him.
Yeah. Come on out, little girls. Your old daddy wants to have a little talk with you. Get back here. I want to have a talk with you. Oh, them ungrateful pups.
Oh, Patrick, looks like they stole your horse. Again.
I found him clear into town.
Did he put Pa in jail?
Yeah, and Billy, too. Boy, he was fussing up a storm. Oh, I heard the sheriff say they were the chief suspects.
Oh, do you think the sheriff meant what he said about prison?
Yeah, just for selling whiskey to some old Indians.
We've got to do something. It ain't fair to let Pa sit in jail just for something we did.
Maybe we ought to give ourselves up.
And go to prison, too? Huh, I'm sorry, but not that much.
Oh, I guess we shouldn't ought to done what we done.
We had to, June. I showed you what it said in that book I found. Gals like us just ain't never gonna get married less'n we get a trousseau.
Boy, it sure costs a lot of money for them frills and such.
Yeah, we'd have had it, too. Another few brews of whiskey.
It don't matter now. No fella's gonna look at us more than once with a prison record.
Well, we ain't getting no record. And we ain't leaving Pa go to prison. I got an idea.
Your last idea landed Pa in the clink.
Come now, Sheriff. You have all the facts we need. One man owned the still, the other transported the whiskey.
Lieutenant, I told you I'd hold those two men for questioning, but I don't think they're guilty.
But you have the facts. In the Army, facts are... facts.
Oh,
Did you get a statement from that assassin?
assassin.
The Apache. I'll remind you, he tried to kill me, Sheriff. Well, he'll stand trial for that.
No. No, Lieutenant. Not in this town.
You intend to let that potential murderer go free?
Oh, no, he'll be tried for being drunk and disturbing the peace, but assault... To convict him, you'd have to prove intent.
Well, his intent was plain enough.
But not his aim. Lieutenant, everybody in town knows that Apache couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. How he came so close to you is beyond me.
Very well. But since you've had no success in obtaining a confession from the two men you're holding, would you object to my questioning them?
Oh, not at all, Lieutenant. I'm just a county sheriff. It might be they're much too smart for me.
Hmm.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, Patrick.
Why, Billy, I'm just doing this for your own good. You know that.
You come to let me out, eh? Oh, it was them gals, Sheriff. You can take my word.
Gentlemen, this is Lieutenant Baxter. He'd like to question both of you.
Maybe you could help a poor old fella get out of this dungeon, huh? You know, I've been dealing with a hard kind of people here. Colonel.
Well, you may address me as lieutenant. Boy, stand at attention.
Yes, sir.
On your feet. I'm addressing you.
Want to come in here and argue the point?
I'll deal with you later. Now, McBean, you've committed a grave offense. You understand that?
What's that?
This whiskey business.
Well, I told you I don't know nothing about it. Why you get the ear trouble, Colonel?
Lieutenant.
Well, looks like you ought to be a colonel to me.
That takes time in the Army. I have hopes that my rank is not in question here.
Bright young fella like you just can't sit around and grow potatoes in your ears.
Please, let's just forget about my rank and my ears.
Yeah, it's up to you. I'm just trying to pass out a mite of wisdom. Like I was your very own daddy.
Why don't you just confess?
You're asking me to disgrace my family name.
If you told me that boy's part in this, I might be able to help your case.
You mean if Cody, he done it all, he let me out of here, eh?
McBean.
Of course not. Oh, that wouldn't be ethical.
I've finished with these men, Sheriff.
A couple of hard cases, eh, Colonel?
Lieutenant. You mentioned you plan to bring in 2 other suspects.
Mm-hmm.
Girls.
Uh-huh.
You feel they're part of this gang?
Could be, but they just might be the whole gang themselves.
Sheriff, those 2 men are as guilty as any men I've ever seen. You surely can't believe that ridiculous tale that 2 young girls, all by themselves, engaged in making and selling contraband.
Wait until you meet the girls.
Well, I can understand your feeling. I mean, after all, they did steal your horse. I don't even see you attempting to find the girls.
Lieutenant, you haven't given me time to get out of this office and try.
Good day, Sheriff.
Stop right there, mister. I don't want to shoot you, Mr. Garrett.
What is this? Who are they?
3 guesses.
We come to break Pa out of here. We don't want no trouble. But we'll shoot if we have to. You believe that, Mr. Garrett?
Yeah?
Put your guns down easy.
Why, surely this can't be serious.
Lieutenant, take my word for it. It is.
Now, girls, you have to understand that what you're doing is illegal. Now, if you'll just hand me your weapons, we'll deal with you fairly.
Won't be such a nice-looking fellow with a hole between your eyes. Now drop your gun. Keys? I'll watch these 2. You run upstairs and unlock the door. We'll take them with us. Now move.
Now, maybe you're too young to realize the seriousness of selling whiskey to Indians, but you're old enough to know that what you're doing right now is wrong.
Well, we're sorry for what we did, Mr. Garrett. We didn't mean no harm. But we got no choice now.
Well, even if you get your pa loose and make a run for it, you know I'll have to come after you.
That doesn't mean you're going to catch us. Now move. Let Pa out. We ain't letting you down, Pa.
You hadn't ought to done this, gals.
Well, we didn't figure they'd blame you for what we done. Now hurry up and get dressed. All right, you 2 in there.
Kind of glad you put me in here now, Patrick, because I wouldn't have missed this for anything.
Billy, it looks like you aren't guilty on this whiskey business, but if you open your mouth in the next 2 minutes, I'll figure out enough charges against you to keep you in here until you are an old man.
Well, I know. I understand how you feel, Patrick. I'd feel the same way. Think that something like this can happen to the finest lawman this county's ever had. Shoot, boy, this story's going to spread like wildfire. They'll be talking about this in every town in the Southwest.
Billy?
Hurry up, Pa. We got to get out of here.
Now, hold on. We ain't going to leave Billy in here. He ain't done nothing.
Oh, we can let him out, too.
Well, I hate to run off and leave you, Patrick.
We sure got to thank McGallis for what they done for us.
Yeah, that's right, McBean. We got a lot to thank him for, don't we?
Hey, Pa, come on, Pa.
Now, I'm your daddy, and I'm doing this for your own good.
We don't want no prison record, Pa. No. Oh, Pa.
Come here. Listen, I've been thinking. I think we better go get something to eat, McBean, and talk this thing over before we let the sheriff loose here.
Have your fun, Billy. Young man, I order you to open this door.
Blue coat.
Watch out, Sheriff. I'll handle him. I'll warn you, Indian. I was awarded a citation in hand-to-hand combat training.
Lieutenant, that won't be necessary. Billy, open that door.
Sam, go on home.
Go,
Home, Sam.
home.
You go on home, too, Billy.
Oh, I was figuring on hanging around here, Patrick, watching the fun.
You've had your fun for today.
Well, you may be right at that. I got a little story to tell some folks I know. Might too good to keep to myself.
Billy, Pa, he's hard in here. Pa.
Well, I asked the lieutenant to talk to them alone for a while.
Well, listen, you know how I felt about turning again McGallis, but I figured if I helped you out, maybe you'd do something for them.
Well, there's a federal offense involved. The lieutenant will have something to say about that. But I'll do what I can.
Yeah. Well, you see, the only reason they got in trouble was they just wanted to get married. And I figured them getting married would be a good thing for them. And, say, that Billy, he's single, and Sheriff, you're single, too.
McBean.
Just a thought. Maybe there wasn't what you had in mind. You know, they're a mite young, but they ain't exactly ugly.
You dry your tears. Sheriff, I think perhaps I agree with you.
Oh?
There's no need to bring these girls up for trial. They did return your horse, and they promised not to do this kind of thing anymore. You know, underneath all that rowdiness, they're really sweet young ladies. Yes, I mean ladies. You see, it just took someone like me to bring that quality out in them.
You like me, Alice, huh?
Well, I'd certainly have to say that now.
Which one you like best, Colonel?
Why don't you two talk that over while I get my work done? You know, Lieutenant, if you'd be willing to take on the responsibility, I'd be willing to parole those two young ladies to you until the hearing tomorrow.
Well, I'd certainly go along with that.
Done.
Ladies?
You've been a real gentleman going easy in McGallis. But they're going to get what's coming to them the minute I get them home. I got me a switch. Only thing that keeps a woman alive. See, you ever get married, I'll get you one. Kind of token of friendship.
No, Mr. McBean, you take the wrong approach. You have to use kindness and understanding with the gentlers. No, girls! Wait! Why, those two...
Hey, Lieutenant, kindness and understanding?
But that's my horse!